you go for this.
We decided we're gonna do a street food video. It's more like a street snack video because yeah, a lot of the food it's not like full-on meals that we're gonna be trying, although we're gonna be trying a variety of things in this video. So firstly is simit. This is another way of life in Turkey. You literally find this on sorry. You literally find this on every street corner. When we're at home, we hear people yelling out, selling it. Every little corner store sells it. Basically, anywhere you go, you won't be probably more than a few meters away from someone selling simit. So what it is, from my understanding, or my description, is the texture is kind of like it makes me think of a Montreal style bagel because it's quite chewy. It's like a white bread and it always has sesame seeds on the outside, and it's like a big ring, like a really big thin donut almost.
It's massive.
Yeah, it's really big. I'm just going to take a small piece off it because I've just been to the dentist for root canal and I freaking love this. We've been eating so many of these. The first day we got here, we ate some, and we've had so many times, and it's quite, Kendrick's taking a bite, and it's very chewy, but the nuttiness from the sesame is amazing. And almost every time you buy it, especially from stands in a place like this, they always give you the option of Nutella as well. So we've had that as well, and it is very nice. So if you like Nutella, you should try it with and without, in my opinion. And if you don't like Nutella, just try it like this because it's really nice and chewy. This was 5 lira. So we're in a very, very touristy spot. You can definitely get it cheaper from like corner stores and bakeries and things like that, but I was happy to pay 5 lira for, you know, a guy making a living here. It's fine. Okay, so part of our snacks video, we decided to try corn. You find this grilled corn everywhere. They boil it and then they cook it on charcoal. This one is covered in salt. I was kind of hoping it would be covered in butter, but this will do. I mean, yeah, it's only 15 lira. You find this everywhere. Like, no matter where you go in Istanbul, you will find this. It doesn't necessarily have to be a touristy area. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a go. Which is going to be difficult because, you know, I've had dental things done. Tastes like corn. I mean, grilled corn is pretty good. To be honest, it is a little bit dry. It would have been nice butter. But as a cheap street side snack, if you wanted something different, and yeah, it's good.
And it's healthy.
It's healthy, except for all the salt. It's a lot of salt, like salt block amount of salt.
I didn't know.
Roasted chestnuts you find pretty much everywhere, exactly like you do the roasted corn. This was 120 grams for 30 lira, and I'm just going to take a little piece out of here because they're really hot. See, the peel came off, luckily. Oop. See? To be honest, I'm not a massive fan usually of chestnut like this, so I'm kind of curious to try it again. I had it many years ago, but often it's used in Asian desserts or even savory Asian food from memory. Am I right? Yeah, it's often like in stir fries and things like that, or turned into flour. Yeah, so you know, I'm gonna try it. Sweet. I don't remember chestnut being the sweet that I've tried before. But I'll be honest with you, I don't love the texture. I can see why they turned it into flour, because the texture is so dry in your mouth and it's so floury, but it's still interesting to try it. So I'm probably not going to have much more. I think Henwood prefers chestnuts to me, so he can eat it. But yeah, definitely worth a try though, especially if you're a big group of people and you just want to try one. Then I mean 30 lira for a 120 gram bag is quite a lot. So yeah, another Istanbul street food snack that you find everywhere. Okay, so this is another street food that you see everywhere. It's called a wet burger or an Islak burger. It's 15 lira. What it is, I can't even show you the patty. Oh, there you go. You can see the meat inside. Not much meat, but it's kind of to be expected. So what it is, it's kind of like a take on a, I don't want to say it's a take on that because it's not really a take on it, but it's kind of similar in spirit to a beef French dip, because the bun is completely wet. So what they do is they put a garlicky, and they dip this in a garlicky and then a garlicky sauce or garlicky butter, and then they dip it in a Italian style type of tomato sauce, like a marinara type of sauce, but probably a bit wetter, not as thick. And then it has a beef patty inside, and then it sits like in this glass box, and it probably just steams there the whole day. And it's basically just steamed soggy bun with patty. So this is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I don't think Hen would like it that much, but I really like soggy bread like this, especially if it's smothered in sauce, or the reason why it's wet is because of a gravy or a sauce or a jus or something. I'm all for it. So I'm going to take a big bite because I want to try and get some of the beef. I did get some of the beef. I like it. Oh wow. For 15 lira. Do you think that this costs the same as the corn? I'm sorry, but this one for me is... it definitely has a Turkish flair to it, whether it's the sauce or the meat, but there's something that you can kind of tell it's not Italian, even though the description of the tomato sauce is an Italian style red sauce. Yum. Love it. Love it.
So I just want to try this. Usually wet burgers is not my thing, but actually upon closer inspection it's not that wet. It's not fully soaked through. There is some dry bread in there. To me, wet bread is just like, doesn't quite equate. But anyway, what I like about this particular street food is that it's 15 lira, so my Chinese genetics get excited immediately, gets flares up. It's like, woo, it's cheap. So let me just try. Wow. Actually, that gets a thumbs up from me.
Can't you imagine if this is like, would make an awesome meal when you're drunk on your way home?
Yeah.
But
I mean, look, one is not enough for a meal, but it's enough to settle the stomach after a heavy night. But it's absolutely delicious. Yeah, it's actually delicious. It's buttery, it's rich, it's meaty. Yeah, right.
completes all your hopes and dreams.
It does, yeah. I'm gonna have the rest of it. Have the rest of it. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, so this is probably the most expensive of all our street food, and I know for a fact that you can actually get it cheaper, but we are in Taksim Square right now, so we thought it's kind of a cool vibe to come here anyway, so it's fine. This was 40 lira for a beef wrap. So I haven't actually seen, or maybe I just didn't know that there's quite a few beef wraps. There's a bit of meat juice on it. But yeah, it looks like there's just the sliced beef and tomato in there, so I'm gonna take a bite. And yeah, it's a beef kebab. You get this everywhere. Most commonly I've seen chicken and lamb. They don't mix the two meats either, whereas in New Zealand you can get beef, lamb, anything all together. Here it's a bit blasphemous apparently. Pretty meaty. I mean, like I said, it's the most expensive one the most expensive street food we're having, and you can't get this a lot cheaper.
It's a lot of protein, right?
But there is a lot of meat in there, so it's probably still a pretty fair price, plus you're in the location, you know. But yeah, overall good. Stay tuned for our last street food after this one, and it's for the seafood lovers. This is a kind of an awkward situation. They didn't give you a plate or anything, but I guess it makes sense. It's seafood. So these are midye dolma. That's what it's called, right? Midye.
Yeah, midye dolma or something.
And it's stuffed mussels, and you kind of see it everywhere. So the guy is just over there. An apron. And it's kind of weird because I don't know if these are refrigerated, so I might die if I eat it. But it's a mussel that's been hollowed out and stuffed with a spiced rice. And there's juices. I'm gonna try the juices.
It's lemon.
Oh, yeah, it is lemon. Never mind, it's lemon, not the juices. And this was €5 for one. Yeah. Very good. A very cheap street side snack. It tastes kind of cold, so I don't know, maybe he's serving it on like a metal tray. So maybe the metal tray was in the fridge with the mussels on it or something, but yeah, not bad for our last street food snack in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Henry's gonna have his one now.